Uh, keeps happening. I don't know what to do to stop it. I've tried everything. Uh, and Kitty came on just as gonna wait until the first ad break happens then. Because I have no idea. I've tried literally everything. Yeah, uh, I'm just trying to figure out. Like, I was just looking up how to stop it from happening, but there doesn't seem to be any solution to stop it from happening.
death is on that man's hands. Like a piper, he wandered in and seduced the young queen with his idealistic tales. But he failed to protect his family and died powerless. The village was only set ablaze because the boy was in the way of the Sanctus Church's designs on the throne. And that insipid king could do nothing to stop them. But you see, this boy, His Highness the Prince, looks so much like Her Majesty. And so... You there, boy.
Boy.
Are you perhaps... no, it can't be. And yet...
Is something amiss, milady Gruide? He is one of Gallica's allies. His loyalty stands with His Highness, and he has risked much in the prince's name.
Whoa! What's with the formal introduction? You were the one who gave us our orders in the first place.
That is true.
Hurry.
Hear that voice coming from somewhere.
Hey, are you okay?
The time has come. Here thou camest to the end of thy journey. This secret place was home to thee. Now remember thy path thus far. Walk thy life's road and see it anew.
Oh.
I have been waiting for thee to overcome thy trials. Long have I waited for thy return. Know this, his life is not yet ended.
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
It all started on that ill-fated day when the usurper thought to extinguish his light. Before he fades away, recount all thou hast seen and felt, all thou hast gained in thy journey's course.
Look now to the past and see the roads I travelled on this journey.
Gallica and thee sought to take the head of Louise, but thy efforts came to naught. So, ye moved instead to join a tournament to decide the land's king.
In the prince's name.
In the prince's name.
Though thy plan was reckless, thou didst win the trust of the people by the support of peers and subjects alike. Thus, thou didst declare thyself the prince.
All for victory.
It was all for victory.
After overcoming many obstacles, thou didst finally lift the prince's curse. Yet by the cruel machinations of another, the young prince
It's no longer with us.
He is no longer with us.
Thy sole mission was to save the prince. Bereft of him, thou hast no further reason to live.
It's not true.
That's not true.
If the prince is dead, wert thy efforts all for naught?
His will lives on.
His will lives on.
So thy resolve is yet unbroken. So be it. Thou hast earned the truth. He was consumed by the curse, and was taken by a deep, abiding slumber. Yet his soul remained alive. So from his earthly form, I extracted his soul, that he might travel the land in Odyssey.
In Mario Odyssey?
And thus, his stilled sands began to flow once more.
Wrong game.
Thy journey hast taken thee far, and taught thee much. So now I ask thee, who art thou?
The prince's friend.
I'm the prince's friend.
Is that truly thy role? Clear your mind and think. To name but a few, thy parents, memories of thy youth. Hast thou any recollection of where and how thy youngest years were spent? Thy memories begin the moment thou befriend the prince. Dost thou suspect the reason?
I don't have a past.
I don't have a past.
As I said, thou hast nothing. Thou art a being of mine own creation.
Oh?
'Twas Gallica alone who the resistance laid their hopes upon all those days past. Thy life had yet to begin. All thou hadst, all that had been bestowed, was a memory. Thy mission to save the prince. Thy memories of youth in the prince's company, and the void enshrouding all else in thy past. All signs of thy conjured existence.
I have nothing?
Nay, the words of the prince in thy memory are unmistakably of his true heart. The memories gained on thy journey, the friendships made, the trust forged. These true things art thine own. All thy trials, all thy experiences wert to prepare thee for this day, to share the strength thou hast gained with thy other self.
My other self.
My other self?
Trust and friendship I've gained has been there to support me. And you came from nothing that I am nothing. The people stood by me, believed in me. Same as goes for the desire to help anyone in need. How is it that I've touted such a laughably idealistic belief this long?
Accept the truth, and thou wilt face an ordeal beyond any you have yet faced. If thy desire is instead for freedom, thou mayest still abandon thy mission and end it here.
Is that right?
My true identity is.
So I bid thee answer my final question. Who art thou in truth?
I am the prince.
I am the prince.
What is this? I feel a curious resonance.
Could this be? But how? Impossible.
Hey, what's going on?
What is going on?
What awaits us now?
Hark, life is not yet lost. Thou wert born apart from the prince's flesh, born of his desire to change the world.
So in other words, he imagined me?
In his stead didst thou travel the world. Thou didst support his heart, and became his living fantasy. That is thy true self.
Oh, okay.
Thou art everything.
So
a
literally,
prince ought to be, his
he
ideal.
imagined me, the MC in this book, and it became reality.
It all began with the novel in thy possession. Drawn by the divine relic, Magla coalesced into flesh, and flesh coalesced into form. The form of an elder, as I once was.
That worked.
The time hath come. Awaken, reborn anew. No more the prince's dream of utopia thou wouldst chase. Nay, but thine own.
Now we're digivolving. Or, I guess DNA digivolving?
What is this?
What's happened?
Thou hast done well to guide him this far.
This voice. I'm sure I've heard it before.
Thy mind should now be clearing. Remember now thy true charge. He was never a member of the Resistance. The mission, the departure, was thine alone, and thereafter didst thou encounter him.
Who are you? Wait, what am I saying?
In those long ago days, he had just been born into this land. Newborn in form, if not in appearance.
So basically it was like
The boy
literally after that by
needed a
moment.
guide. Thus, I decided his memories would be thine. Thou wouldst share past and purpose. A memory so crafted to suit thee. My journey to the capital would not be made alone, but alongside him.
No, that can't be. He was there when we got our orders.
I never thought I would have to ask this of you. But there are so few of us left now. There is no one else to turn to. Will you infiltrate the military to deliver a message to our contact there? This is your mission. For all our sakes, you cannot fail.
No! But... I was alone?
By this choice, he might be saved. By these gentle, necessary lies, we could live to see this day when our dearest wish is fulfilled. As he traveled alongside thee, he gained both strength and wisdom. It is only by thy efforts that my voice reached him.
Well,
He has now been saved. And so the journey ends here. Thou hast fulfilled thy mission admirably.
What? Wait just a minute. What do you mean, it ends here?
From here on, thy path is thy own. Choose thy own future for thyself, and may the fates smile on thy journey.
How do we make sense of this?
I mean, we don't, right?
Is it really you? How do you feel?
I feel fine.
I feel fine, I think.
Whoa.
There seems to be no doubt. He is still himself. But I also sense His Highness within him.
Different voice?
Everyone? I need to tell you something. The truth is...
So let me get this straight. You're saying it's not a matter of our captain and His Highness joining together, but that the former was this disembodied entity sprung from the latter?
Yep.
Then that's why he had no memories? 'Cause he didn't even exist?
I see. Finally, I understand the strange feeling I had sensed upon our meeting. What shaped you, so to speak, was the prince's will itself. A part
Literally
of his
will.
consciousness.
That's why the
Yes,
MC is called Will.
The prince's very
It's
heart.
literal will.
He was his soul given flesh.
Interesting.
Perhaps the form
That's
we knew
actually
was one shaped by material magla, much like how the dragon god manifests beyond the vessel Dracadios.
A mass of magla with a will. Forget the dragon god. He may as well have been a dragon himself.
dragon.
Small wonder he awakened to an archetype before anyone else. It was no great aptitude for magic. He himself was composed of pure magla.
The self as a manifestation of one's desires. Similar to archetypes. I suppose this is the very essence of magic.
You mean to say that it was not merely pretense to claim the prince's name? He truly was His Highness all along?
If that's true, this is finally your reunion with your sworn liege. Seems like cause for rejoicing, eh? Lady Hulkenberg of the Royal Guard.
But I failed to protect His Highness.
No. I am sure the strength of your devotion had a hand in saving him.
While all and sundry believed the lad had shuffled off, you alone kept the faith, milady. And in the end, that faith was rewarded.
Fate was changed.
Indeed it was.
Are you really His Royal Highness the Prince? Please forgive me, Your Highness. I failed you when you needed me most. And more, despite being a member of your royal guard, I did not recognize Your Highness at our meeting and showed you such insolence.
I pronounce your... There's a large part of me that wants to pick that option. No. You've always been an ally.
Actually, you've been there for me this whole time.
Yeah, his voice sounds slightly different.
He's right, you know. If we'd not met you, we'd certainly never have made it this far.
This time, I will protect you. Even should it cost me my very life. I swear to it.
Finally, we've done Grius proud. We've really done it.
By the way, what are we supposed to call you now? I mean, how would you prefer to be addressed, my lord?
You try your best, Mr. Leo.
You can just keep, calling me Captain.
No, Your Highness! With all respect, I must object.
But this is no time to be thick-headed, Miguel. He's the one who gets to decide what we bally call him, so we'll listen to him, eh? What?
I like that.
You, sir, should be begging His Highness for forgiveness on bended knee. You mangled the royal runner to your own whimsy, you lout!
Hulkenberg's trying her best.
I mean, it was all dashed useful in the end, wasn't it? A bit of clemency, Your Highness.
Clemency.
So much for acting same as always.
It's beyond belief. Not just that a child who'd lain cold for years could come back to us, but through such extraordinary circumstances. After so long in the curse's thrall, he could not even open his eyes. He may as well have been a corpse. But all this time, he had been on his own journey.
Indeed.
It was the boy's dearest wish. He spoke of a fantasy of traveling the world, meeting its people, seeing its truths. And without him even knowing, magic made it real. He is a child of Elden blood and Elden legacy. All these years he spent in the village, he has rested near the secret of true magic. Perhaps this is how it came to be.
His was a fantasy surpassing fantasy.
But not a Final Fantasy,
became
because
more
that's a
than a
different
dream.
game.
But a self-possessed force acting of its own volition. And now, reunited, Prince and fantasy live anew.
A journey to discover and reclaim the self in all senses. No wonder he set off the custom igniter in the Royal Gauntlet Runner. It was the Crown Prince himself.
Even having it all explained like this, it feels like nothing short of a miracle.
I can only guess that fate had a hand in it.
That's right. I remember. I heard a voice. Guide him, it said.
A guiding voice.
A voice? Whose?
If you can't remember anything from before our journey, then we probably met after you'd only just... happened, right?
I mean, that's...
I shouldn't have known you then. But for some reason, I was convinced that we'd always been together. I thought we both received the order to save the prince, too. Ever since the moment I heard that weird voice guiding me.
A voice? Lady Gruiday mentioned a revelation. Hold on, are we still being mystic and metaphorical, or was there an actual guide involved?
I know someone was guiding me. I just don't know who.
So a disembodied voice. Hang on.
Hang on.
Come to think of it, that sounds a bit familiar for me too.
Hey, who do you think the voice belongs to? Any idea?
Sort of.
I have a faint idea, but I'm not entirely sure.
Come to think of it, this place, the light coming in, they seem familiar.
I might say the same. When I first acquired this power, I had a vision of somewhere not unlike these grounds.
Does this mean that we've been guided as well?
Probably.
Perhaps someone has been at your side unseen, watching over the course of your journey. I imagine all this comes as a great shock for you as well. But here you are, back in your rightful place. You have come to the end of your arduous journey and found new life. It is a life well won, grasped with your own two hands.
Chiefess Gruiday, we want to know everything. What is the truth behind your tribe, the Elder? We Mustari are also said to have inherited truths of the world before us. Histories hushed by sanctism. But this village, it is something altogether different. I myself feel a strange familiarity here. A lost haven underground, yet letting of the sky's light. Please, tell us, what is the Elder Tribe?
To know what we are, you must first know our history. Come to the altar room past the door. I'll wait for you there.
Now what am I to do?
I do love that you can just buy things now.
Does this depict the Elder tribe?
Elda comes from an ancient word, meaning only the Old Ones.
The old ones.
It was an alias given by our ancestors to outsiders who visited the village in the distant past. As for our original name, you know it well by now. We were humans.
The human tribe. So Luis's words...
There is no human tribe. Tribes, as we know them today, did not exist then. We were all one people. Humankind.
A world united. But wait. The ruins on Virga Island. There's nothing left of the civilization today. Was it destroyed? Why? How?
A war. One that all but destroyed the world past. But its destruction was born of the discovery of Magla. Or as you call it today, magic.
So Magla is magic.
Do you wonder what they battled over? Without the divided tribes, what could they have disagreed on? They were racked by division. Over the abstract, undefinable idea of rightness. They tried to destroy something invisible, and destroyed only themselves. And any idea of absolute rightness is born of fear. That fear flooded the world, and gave way to war. And their aid... The people we now call tribes were either born of artificial division, for the sake of the war effort, or natural adaptation to survive the hellscape after.
I like the word hellscape. Humanity is torn apart by fear and anxiety, giving rise to the tribes as we know them.
Unbelievable. We've met plenty of people caught up in pointless conflicts. Given the choice, I know they'd rather live in a world without tribal division. And yet the truth is, that world's already fallen apart. More than that, it's how we all got here.
Such drastic physical changes would normally have taken eons to effect. Accelerated by Magla, however, it was only a matter of a scant few centuries. You understand now, yes. We, the...
It means the prince, that's to say, I am both a scion of both the old world and the new.
It beggars belief. It is nothing short of astounding. But then, why do we know these monsters as humans?
By the war's end, both sides were consumed by fear. Their magical assaults escalated with each retaliation, until it was beyond all control. Our world became a hell. Rampant Magla distorts the body and mind. By now, I'm sure you know that better than you ever wished to. Humans are what remains of that branch of humankind that succumbed to melancholia. Broken, horrifying testaments to their own mistakes in the war of magic. Some persist, breed, and multiply as any beast does. Others live centuries of agony before their lives burn out. Even we do not know the full scope of their nature. Regardless, when the 8 tribes settled in this land, our claim to the human legacy was forgotten. To the people, the name only meant slavering, insane monsters. Therefore, we took on an alias instead. The same one by which we are known today. The Elda.
So, the old world couldn't control its magic, and... Wait. How does the Sanctus Church fit in? All this revisionist history to spread their magic igniters.
Indeed, what are magic igniters to you? Tools for the church to shackle the people, perhaps? Or weapons that hide magic's true potential? Am I close to the mark? In truth, it's the opposite. Igniters are tools made to limit magic. Restraints made in self-discipline, meant to avert a repeat of history's destructive mistakes. The Sanctus Church of today is muddied by greed, but its faith was born of good intentions. They once urged self-control, and thus control of one's personal magic. At times, they preached we must close our eyes to the truth when it would only lead us to ruin. By this benign tenet, history was obscured, and the Elder denounced.
I had no idea. There's a grim irony in that.
His Majesty only hid his son's ancestry to protect him. Yet in the end, that meant Forden could attack the village under any pretext he liked, his motives concealed.
With all that said, you have now reclaimed your true form. The friends that stand with you are of different tribes and ideologies, but of one mind.
That's true.
As you are now, you may walk the path of the rightful king. The path of a modern world, where the tribes walk as individuals, yet with mutual respect and cooperation.
The sovereign's power, thou king to be, entrusted with the will of the people. To bear their hopes is to be their rock in the storm, and to face anxiety in their names. Yet, anxiety itself is not something to blindly reject or desperately cast away. It begins with a simple thing, acknowledging its existence.
That's actually true, yeah.
Accept thy weakness, walk forward alongside it, and thou wilt grow strong and true in its company.
There is a weakness in people. I'm sure there are many who would say that helping anyone in need is nothing but a fantasy, and not a Final Fantasy, because that's a different game.
And besides...
But realistic or not, I refuse to accept Luis's methods as the alternative. The weak and those who dissent or don't deserve to die out as though that's national order. Dang. I determined they should have challenged your notice so I can have a heroic involvement with the prince.
Let's do it.
Let's do it indeed. No one understands me right away, I accept that. There will still be meaning in showing them my convictions in the fight to come.
Let's fight.
That is my mission.
That's it. I've made up my mind. I'm with you to the end, no matter what.
Where's this coming from?
Before we got there, this guiding voice thing told me my duties were over. But what am I gonna do? Just go, okay, bye? Especially after we've come this far together? No. I'm going to face Luis with you. Even if it is scary.
I mean, it would have been funny if you just went, okay, bye.
Even you've got to cope with anxiety, eh?
I realized something in our travels. Anxiety can lead people astray. But overcoming it makes a person stronger. There's always anxiety in the unknown. I know what it's like to be afraid of something I don't understand. That's why I think it's my duty to help people face and connect with their anxiety. Is that okay? From now on, it's not about orders. I'm with you, because I want to be.
Counting on you.
I'll be counting on you as always.
Same here. Stick close to me, okay?
Well, we're past the worst of it. But the problem remains. Luis's dark magic. We've seen it turn the boy into a monster. And no doubt he can do it again.
A forbidden spell, turning sane mortals into the fearsome human monsters. In other words, a destabilizing magic, turning a person's magla into a snarl beyond control.
Oh, okay.
This man named Luis. He may have his own past in this ancient sanctum.
Luis has been here? What do you know of him?
What do you wish to know?
What is this forbidden spell?
What is this forbidden spell?
The essence of magic is in the control of magla. However, just as its chaos may be calmed, it can also be deliberately pushed out of control.
Chaos.
That was what you saw. He whipped your innate magic to a frenzy and you were lost to melancholia. Just as the humans of the ancient war once were. In every age, the cause and effect are the same. People learn fear, become slaves to their anxiety, suffer, and thus, the power of magic is born.
Pardon me. You mean to say anxiety is the source of all magic?
That makes sense.
Magla is a substance born of the heart, generated when one feels anxiety or fear. By certain means, it may be kindled into power. That is what we call magic. In this way, it is by virtue of the anxiety in our hearts that we gain the power to overcome it. Magic is a natural process, and anxiety is its invaluable, irreducible fuel.
Interesting how they
In
do
turn,
that.
Those burdened with more anxiety and fear produce more and more magla from their hearts. Without the willpower to face your fear, the magla overflows. Uncontrollable by magic, it can give rise to strange and terrible happenings as it manifests. With the world embroiled in chaos, these outbursts of swollen magic
Chaos
may be
again.
happening all across our kingdom.
Tis the answer to everything. The melancholia crystals, the beasts driven feral. The very land is erupting with the weight of its people's fears.
Hold on. If Luis's art is rooted in bringing out this chaos, then
Chaos.
anyone might be next. He said he became a monster because he's elder, but that wasn't the complete story. If what you say is true...
Indeed. All people today are ultimately descendants of humankind. If Luis so chooses, he could turn anyone into a human monster.
Interesting.
Yet as long as you have the strength to confront your fears, even this transformation may be defied and overcome. What do you wish to know?
Tell me about Luis.
Who exactly is Luis?
Every time I heard of his doings in the wider world, I felt more and more sure that Luis is from this village.
What?
His knowledge of humans, his skills in magic, his grasp of darker arts.
I guess that makes sense.
They're all beyond a mere soldier to begin with, however prodigious. As it happens, a name does occur. Among those old families who perished in the fire, there was one by the name of Caradrius. A family of doctors, I believe. In an effort to better heal the ills of the people, they had studied spells much like the ones he now exploits. The details are long since lost to the fire. But if Luis bears our legacy, that may be the reason for his vast knowledge.
Wait. What about Luis's ambition? The vision Rella saw? Do you think he actually wants to turn everyone in the kingdom into humans?
Probably.
There is no known magic strong enough to turn many people at once, and none that can be cast quickly.
Even if it was possible, I don't know what it would accomplish. But this is Luis we're talking about. Who knows what he's thinking?
But if he would turn people into humans, if in the unlikely event that happens...
If there is any motive for such cruelty, it can only be hatred. If Luis is truly from this village, then their fire would have cost him everything. Such unjust tragedy could easily beget a thirst for revenge. Even if it meant wielding a magic that twisted life into something terrible, instead of uplifting it. Indeed, it seems the opposite of an archetype. A truly dark power.
Darkness, darkness.
Who goes there? Someone flees!
That's him. The malformed assassin who struck at the prince. He's bound for the woods.
After him!
Uh-oh.
What now?
Oh, I see. So it's his own unique class. Sorry. Adds 4 turn icons. What the hell? That's very broken. That's incredibly broken.
What now?
Okay, so the weapon is the same for the Seeker as it is for the Prince. So they have to be aware of that.
Alright then.
Russell, is everyone safe? We are. We've had no casualties, however. We're sort of like pebbles, unworthy of even at a glance. I need nothing but watch for his powers against him.
No.
There's little else that can be done. Sponsors say we're for the doubtful resistance. Any move we might have made will result in needed sacrifices. Leave the intruder sense the power of the Prince's awakening and can investigate. I don't know why he would have run away, but surely has a plan. Tread carefully, please.
Ready?
Stop!
You... Zorba.
So it was you behind the attack?
Indeed it was. I killed the prince, though he died all too easily. And the odd thing was, his aura felt awfully similar to yours.
Of course.
So I decided to bide my time a while and listen. And it's a good thing I did. There really is something stranger going on.
You roll your R's again.
Who are you? Are you the prince or not? Whatever your answer, I must report back to Lord Luis.
He's so Scottish.
Do you have any idea what Luis is really scheming? If he becomes king, everyone in this country is doomed.
Doomed.
If that is what Lord Luis so desires, then I shall see it done.
It's almost impressive how blind your faith in him is.
I suppose it's just easier to follow instead of thinking for himself. He's forgotten anything he really wants.
What do you intend to do? The crown is too heavy a burden for your reedy frame.
He's so Scottish.
Lord Luis is the true king, who will save the worthy. And you are nothing but a powerless impostor, only fit to be sacrificed.
He is no imposter, fiend. His Highness has finally taken his first steps on the road to victory. Here, at his journey's end, after enduring these countless hardships, he has become a true successor, a true ruler. Because he knows the people's suffering firsthand.
Well, impostor or not, it's all the same if he's a corpse. And so I shall return the prince and his dying legacy to the underworld, where they belong.
This thing.
Bastard! I wondered why you ran away, but it was all to lure us straight to this monstrosity.
Keep your guard up. The Melancholia is fueling his magic power.
We've come too far to be stopped by something like him. Let's put our power on full display.
This guy shows up again just when we've unlocked some new power. Kinda feels like fate by now. Okay, time for a new fight. Stay on your toes.
Now change it out as you wish. And adds support for all substance skills that unique trait not found in other types, but none of its skills can be transferred.
Alright, let's take it down and then get after Zorba.
I'll cut through!
This'll be over. I'll show you. No one here fights alone. I think not. Behold this power. Burn!
Oh, souls of kings, give me strength.
There's another way.
Devil Summoner! Cerberus!
Oh, you better be ready. Right, let's make this fun. Tell
Devil
wouldn't do this. General!
charge.
Healed! We've gotta do something about those apples! Ow! Trivium! Let me handle those apples.
Yes.
Alright, leave it to me. Now it can't heal itself anymore. Don't waste your chance. Get in there!
Come forth, Royal Soul! Charging in. Vitus power. Hat!
I'll show you. Raging fire!
I pray you're ready.
Jack Frost!
Help me finish this.
I'm all right. Taste withstood that, eh?
Soul Scream again.
I know what you're
Fast,
thinking.
Basilio! Nice dodge!
Ow!
Take it.
Let's go! The Blade's Edge!
Yeah, you're dead.
Oh look! I've mastered it!
Nice. I feel stronger already.
I continue to grow.
I knew I could do it!
I'm getting stronger. The bastard got away.
Hi.
I say, you chaps boggle the mind. It's no mean feat to fight on even footing with a human.
We do boggle the mind.
I'd hoped as much. You may yet have the power to face Luis at his full strength.
It's good to see you're safe. We've certainly taken these powers a long way. Maybe we thought ourselves invincible. But don't worry. At long last, the prince is safe. In a manner of speaking. Everything's going according to plan.
Still, what's our next move? The people think you a monster. Will not find any public backing like this.
Alces once said that His Highness the Prince was a soul born into adversity. He is royalty and elder both, heir to the legacies of heaven and earth. He is water and fire in condemned conflux.
So we're basically all of the things.
That His Highness may be revered as the good ruler he can be, then the world will truly be free of prejudice. And that, he said, is why we fight.
In his own words, huh? We have to fight for what he believed in. All the more reason we can't turn from this.
Right.
Useless prejudice won't go away overnight. Nothing could accomplish that. But if we don't believe things can change, they never will.
Come what may, my life is a shield raised in your highness's name. Are you prepared to fight Luis to the bitter end?
Let's fight together.
We fight him together.
Yes. By our efforts, we will stop Luis's reign.
If he ends up king, he'll be sending all traitors to the gallows. Not just us, but any innocent folks he doesn't find use for.
We've lost so many lives on this journey. If Luis is his way of the world, such parties become all too common. We have to stop him.
Look, I'm never giving up hope either, okay? All we have to do is beat him, right?
Hope you'll sing a victory song.
Looking forward to the victory song.
Well, we've got bigger things to worry about now. But I can't wait to sing it.
You... I'm still amazed. You really do look just like your mother. Truly, you are a child of fate. Your mother, she loved your father, and you with all her heart. The injustice that befell this village is not your fault. But listen well. Once you leave this village, you cannot return until you have fulfilled your ambitions. After all, an old crone like me can't take care of you forever. If you want to overcome your hardest challenges, you'll have to face them yourself. The world's fate is in your hands. Please, put an end to the tragedies of humankind's failures.
I will.
Yes, I will.
Our final battle lies ahead.
Well, we thought that was the final battle. Our encounter for Luis was the final battle, but it wasn't the final battle. It wasn't even a battle.
Yet, before all else, His Highness has only just awoken. Let us rest in the
Well, it
gorge
was, but
and advance
we
to the royal
lost in the
capital
cutscene.
tomorrow.
It's fine.
It's a bit strange, isn't it? I was convinced we'd been together for a long time. But I can't believe we've only just met. The beginning of my journey may have been a false memory. But my journey with you and the memories we've made, those are all real. Well, guess I'm repeating myself. But I'm glad we're working together.
Stay beside me forever.
Stay beside me forever.
Wow. When you put it like that, you're gonna make me blush. But thanks.
The mystical fairy, Gallica. She who still keeps the virtues of the mage. Your tempered bond has become a fire-forged trust. Thus, a new pinnacle of heroism awakens within thee. By the grace of her newfound powers, work together to give truth to our hopes and fulfill thy destiny.
We've got the path to tomorrow in front of us, and I'm gonna lead the way.
We get Elemental Master and Warlock.
When things get tough, remember this magic. The music meant for you will play in your head.
Is the magic of music that Gallica cast for once. Now that I think about it may have helped me in ways I didn't realise.
By the way, the chiefess told me something about your novel. Apparently your parents gave you that book when you were still just a kid. I wonder what your parents wanted you to get from reading it. What they hoped for you, I guess. I suppose you'll have to find out for yourself.
This book is the legacy of my parents, late King of Uchronia, and the Queen of the Elven Sanctum. Perhaps the utopia depicted in this book wasn't a mere fantasy, but the ideas of the old world passed down in the Sanctum.
The part we're reading today is the last chapter. It's about the ruler of this ideal world. Let's read it together.
Well, if it's the last chapter, then we are actually getting a good head game now.
The last chapter is about the ruler of a utopia. The one who governs this utopia must have an unwavering will. To maintain justice in this world, there are innumerable obstacles to overcome. Yet, as long as one lives by their ideals, those who support them are sure to follow. A utopia is not the creation of a single mind or a single power. It is a world shaped by all its people.
But if Louise is to see a book, surely that's a different book.
The last part sounds a little more metaphorical. There's a little more. However, even a utopia may one day fray at the edges, and its people may come to conflict over the question of what is right. What is a true utopia? What is a true ruler? None have yet found the answers to these questions.
Then true utopia has never been achieved. So-called utopia depicted in the novel is based in the old world, but fell to ruin destroyed by war. If this book traces the trajectory of the old world, are these truly ideals we're striving for? Seems rather the opposite.
So even the author of this book struggled with these questions. And if you become king, you'll have plenty of tough questions and struggles to face yourself. Lady Cruiday mentioned the king was a real idealist when he first arrived at the village. But little by little, the pains of reality crushed his hope. And he even lost his son. In the end, his will was broken. He didn't lift a finger to stop the church's rise to power.
What made its will
that in
break,
mind,
though?
I can honestly see why people would be drawn to Luis. His values are radical and cruel, but he's devoted to them. Unshakable, even. But we can't lose either. For the sake of everyone who has believed in us along the way.
Even if I were to win the throne, there's no guarantee my idealistic vision could ever become a reality.
Right.
You know what choice is there but to believe them then fight on. The alternative is to accept
You've got
that.
the power to change the world. And the one who gave it to you was, well, yourself. And that's what I'm going to help you with. That's my mission. My real mission. And I'm going to see it through.
After discussing novel for our deals for Gallic, I close my eyes. Academia seems to be summoned by Myrrh in June. Or more.
I saw what happened. So,
You found a way to unequivocally shape your destiny. As far as I know, there is no record of your newly acquired archetype ever being used, even in ancient times. An archetype whose existence was only theoretical, known to some scholars as the magic of true sovereignty. Indeed, a power of legend. I once said that to be elder was your inescapable fate. However, it seems the truth was more complex than that. Magic is a process by which we confront fate and tame anxiety, and archetypes are its essence. They are manifestations of a resolve capable of heroic virtue. So then, what do you think is the foremost, most inescapable fate a person must bear?
The foremost fate? Not really sure, but for me to be me, and for you to be you? Or something.
Indeed. It is birth that is inescapable.
That's true.
You cannot choose who you are born to. And once your familial place is determined, that fate cannot be changed. Yet by some strange tangle of destiny, you were given a choice that the very act of existence denies most people. By your own will, you were born again as a prince. Do you understand? You stand on the threshold of truly becoming a ruler. Not as an unearned title of bloodline's chance, nor as a mere authority over people. You
like a plateau just sitting there.
Of your life.
Very comfortable plateau.
You are ready to rule your very self. That is what it truly means to be a hero. And it is the crux of the power that is awakened within you. What glorious coincidence indeed, that I, as a scholar of archetypes, might cross paths with and witness such a remarkably fated boy. It almost bespeaks.
Indeed, 'tis his hands that bear our fate.
Oh.
Who? I remember. I know that I know this voice. Had I forgotten it all this time? Yes. I swear I've heard it before. And I let it slip from my mind. Who are you? You with this voice that moves hearts. Speak. Who are you? Why have you awakened this boy to his power?
I don't think you're going to get an answer.
If it is answers you seek, then go and claim them.
Are you? Could you be?
As for you, I bid thee awaken.
We did.
Move onward to thy final ordeal. Take thy place at the final proving of the Ascension of Kings.
Oh, that's what you meant. More was the offer to fantasy novel. Has more visited the ancient Elven Sanctum?
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Oh, we have Gallic and Iadar.
Okay, all our preparations are just about set. Now that this is actually happening, I've got some pre-show jitters.
All this royalty? I always felt they lived in a different world to the king. Never figured I'd be walking alongside one myself.
'Tis proof that bloodline decides nothing. We are one people living in a shared world.
Looks like this is gonna be our last mission. Any final words you want to say?
Well, it was going to be our last mission last time. Stand strong to the end.
We can't give up. Stand strong to the end.
Of course. No way we're losing here. I've got the fire in my eyes now.
About the new stuff you've felt and learned since becoming the prince. Can I ask you one more thing?
Sure.
Why is it that you want to be king? It's not about honor or power, is it?
I want to protect this country and its people.
'Tis the answer I hoped for. As your knight, I will ever serve you with all my soul and ability.
Well, I guess this means we're ready as we're gonna be.
I like what they did with that.
Let's move.
You see?
I doubt all in Grand Trials will give us a warm reception still. Should we choose not to fight, then Luis's victims only pile higher.
Yeah.
Easy to say will help anyone. Doing it's a whole other thing. Only reason got to prove we're serious we put our lives on the line. Lead by example. Besides, what we first had crawled our way up from the bottom.
After having made so many sacrifices, the group has gained new powers and ascertained new truths. Their arch-enemy, Luis, already has one hand on the throne. Even so, they march ever forward, spirits rekindled by battle. They head to Grand Trad, for the fight is far from over.
That Elden boy is nowhere to be found. I suppose it's only a matter of time until Luis takes the throne.
Speaking of which, I don't see the general. The voice of the pro-Luis faction became too overwhelming. He was ultimately forced out of his position. Why is this happening? Even if the Sanctus Church's favor has collapsed, why is it that Luis alone is reaping the benefits?
The public mind is the same as it's always been. It's too difficult to find answers in themselves, so they follow those who provide. We've certainly relied on that ourselves.
Yeah.
It's always easier to follow than to have to make all the risks yourself. Now that we are out of ideas, what can we do?
Can you imagine Luis on the throne? Can you imagine what he'd do with us? We'd be the first on the chopping block. Do we hide? Run? Our ships are in port.
Is this really the time for idle chit-chat?
Who are you?
Just a passing wastrel. Thought I'd drop in for a word since I was in the area. You might have one way to survive.
Oh. Yeah, this is the same book, right?
Well then, let us depart.
Lord Luis, your pardon. We've encountered an unexpected snag. I killed the prince in the Elden village. I confirmed his death, yet it appears the boy candidate has merged with his corpse. It seems the prince is now resurrected.
Resurrected?
Yes, and what's more?
Uh-oh.
The boy candidate was the actual prince after all. Something about his soul having traveled independently, and then returning to his corporeal body.
I see. So his ideal form was spun from Magla.
Whatever the case, this means the land's true prince has reawakened in his sanctum. How interesting. After these long years, my chase may finally come to an end. My nemesis awaits.
Your Resident Evil nemesis?
Lord Luis, what is it about that bastard that fascinates you? Yeah, I won't let it end like this. I have to do better. I need more power. I will show Lord Luis I am worthy of his gaze.
We'll soon be arriving above the royal capital.
Excellent. As planned, increase altitude and enter the royal palace in the sky.
Are you certain? We'll be heading directly to His Majesty, the former king, and...
Rest assured, that old fool is powerless to stop me now. Proceed.
Understood.
Let the final banquet begin.
Indeed.
Come on, any takers? Any bets for the other candidates? Remember, if Luis loses, a silver coin could turn into mountains of Reeve.
Oh, they're betting?
What are you trying to say? You think Count Luis is going to lose?
Oh, no, of course not. I'm just saying.
I'll call that bet. All in on His Highness the Prince.
A Sanctus bigwig gambling away his tithes? This really is the end of the world. Didn't know his esteemed princeliness had any supporters left.
I mean, he's not really the prince, is he? Was actually a monster in disguise all along. Haven't you heard the news? The times we live in, I tell you.
Must be tough, being an easy mark. It didn't take much for you to buy everything Luis was selling about the prince. The fireworks went off the moment he said, "Behold." Remember? You don't think there's any chance Luis orchestrated the entire thing?
Oi, churchman.
Oi.
You saying Count Luis lied to us?
You got a license for that?
Some big illusion?
An illusion, eh? What if I said it's a power more dangerous than that? Always struck me as odd. We all know Luis, the mighty human slayer, but how does he keep finding the things one after another? Seems a bit convenient, if you ask me. Like he knows in advance where these monsters will appear to cause havoc.
Easy to nitpick and gripe about him, isn't it, churchman? Maybe someone needs to shut you up.
All right. Let's keep things civil, eh? No sense becoming a monster yourself.
Huh.
Oi! What's all this fuss about?
Oi! You don't have a license to gamble.
Damn it! When Count Luis is king, you'll all be the first at the gallows. You'll die just like Forden.
So many licenses. So many ois. So many licenses.
Well, they're probably just as anxious as the rest of us. All that yelling and thrashing helps fight it off. Humans have been sighted near the capital, after all.
It's more than that. Pockets of society have resented the upper class for ages now, but this might be the spark that lights the kindling. Luis's respect for power is certainly cruel, but it's fair to an extent. Those of us pushing the status quo have always struggled to understand the appeal.
Even then, everyone's on edge. They'll jump at any excuse to argue and snarl at each other. Never seen it this bad. Not normal, I say.
Blind fanaticism and doom go hand in hand.
Doom?
If we don't find some common ground soon, it'll collapse beneath us. Luis left saying that he'd be waiting at the royal capital. Only one place he could be. All eyes are on his Skyrunner as it rises to the flying palace. What are we about to see?
Ah, the royal palace. It's been a while. Do you hear me, O king? Stubborn and deathless? This country is distorted. You and the other titled authorities decide who grows fat and who is devoured. The country knows no war only because our very core is built upon a system of societal predator and prey. It cannot be defied from within. That is peace, but not order.
I mean...
Hand over the royal scepter. The game is over.
No, the game isn't over yet.
And I will provide it.
Otherwise I would say game over.
Thou impertinent faith breaker, hast thou no shame in preempting the day of judgment?
Do you presume yourself a god? Is that why you wrought your face in stone and took it to the heavens? You're nothing. Just an ordinary, broken old man.
How wouldst thou wield the king's magic? To what end?
to purify all that your kind have left to rot. You threw away your ideals, but I will never make that mistake.
Only the people's chosen may take the throne. The royal scepter and its resting place remain beyond you.
This royal scepter, the royal magic. Did you think that only generations of kings were aware of their secrets? Why someone can manipulate world-changing power by use of only a single scepter? Why only those supported by the people can use it? Listen well, O King. The truth behind the royal magic. Huh. So it's true. The country truly is putrid with sin.
Why didn't we hear it?
If I took hold of it now, then I would have the power to change the world itself.
How didst thou learn of this?
How?
Thou wert elder.
Yep.
You were not always blind to this country's rot. When you visited our sanctum, I saw and knew the passion in your heart. And yet, what happened to our village? What happened to this country?
Oh.
You cannot stop me any longer. Nor can anyone else. Save one lone possibility.
Is he just gonna go and get it? I assume that's what he's gonna do. This is bad.
Snatching victory from the maw of catastrophe, the party descends again on the royal capital, Grand Trad. But they are greeted only by ominous skies. Their return hardly counts as a triumph, considering how they departed. Anticipating conflict, the Gauntlet Runner comes to a quiet stop.
What the hell's wrong with the sky?
What do you think?
Isn't that... Oi! That monster boy's come back!
Oi!
Ah, that's why the sky's grown so hellish. The half-dead bastard returns with his head held high.
A more aggressive welcome than I expected. Would any introductions help them to understand?
Nope.
It's useless. Words are cheap. Still, we should walk with pride instead of trying to keep our heads down.
True enough.
His Royal Highness, the Prince, returns! Luis distorted his form through strange and terrible magics, but the curse is now dispelled. His true form has been restored.
Oi, if that's really His Highness, then tell us why in His Majesty in the sky stop all this bloodshed?
Oi!
Cause he's an imposter! Just like Count Louis said! You're not fool us again, beast!
Oi! Calm down!
Oi!
At least
So many
listen.
ois! So many voices! Also, calm down, dear. It's
Never
only
thought
a...
I'd see one of the
or
Magnus
whatever it
brothers
is.
standing against Count Luis, even the thick one. He took in a parapus like you, and you spit on him, scum! Only thing traitors deserve is a tight rope and a stiff beam. And you want us to support the prince?
Lady Juno, I can't believe this. I admired you. Why would you risk dying alongside some fake prince? I don't intend on dying with anyone. Besides, I'm still me, whoever I'm standing with.
Hey, you chief! Weren't you the wretch who got kicked out of the knighthood? Now you're with this pack of throne chasers. Shame. Shame! Mustari girl! You ungrateful pagan! Count Luis brought brought down the Sanctus Church for you!
How dare you strike out at him?
They're all traitors, I say!
What is all this? The truth of the prince hardly matters to them. Every one of them's only concerned with their own emotions and nothing else.
So it's basically like the emotions and the anxiety.
We'll have your heads on pikes soon enough. Leave! Get out of our royal capital!
If they're just monsters, we can deal with them ourselves. How about it?
This is bad. They really are out for our blood. Has everyone gone insane?
Oi! Over here!
Oi!
Don't bother with them! No talking this one out. You need to run. Now!
Just so many ois. Everybody's just very British. With them just saying oi. Oi! Got a license for that. There should have been a count of that.
Away from the city that long.
There wasn't though.
What happened? Why are all the people so bloodthirsty now?
The prince turning into a monster before their eyes still lingers in their minds. After all, a monster entered into their society disguised as a person.
No, that's not...
I know, it's not true. But truth and how it appears to the citizens are different beasts.
True.
Moreover, humans have been sighted closer than ever before. The royal capital's populace is unused to danger, so they've become suspicious of each other. How fares your neighbor? Do you run in circles with monsters in disguise? Are questions on the tip of every tongue. Ever since Forden's death, Luis has everyone on a knife edge. He's erratic, and nobody knows how he'll react to those who defy him if push comes to shove.
So, at the core of it, people are scared witless, and they cling to Luis as a savior, rather than the devil he is.
Seems to be.
You well know that Luis cares not one whit about social status, especially as a token of birthright. No amount of wealth or standing can buy his protection. So even those who may have opposed him at first now counsel that condemning him would be imprudent, as it puts their safety at risk.
Then we're stuffed. He won't save anyone, and oh yeah, he can create humans, by the way.
Oh, that's all true then. I have my suspicions, but it's still a bit of a jolt. This all said, in my humble opinion, what we're seeing in the people now has been in the works for some time. Now, has the tournament for the throne truly ever been a fair contest?
I mean, no.
The Sanctus Church bent it to its whim, and I abetted that. To my shame. Before I met you people, I didn't have much to me but anger and quips. I'd rant and snipe and have my cynical little discourse, but I'd only looked to others for change. Now maybe that outlook's our real enemy. Blind fanaticism, like I had. Even if there's no malice to it, it's a dangerous thing. Hard to think clear when your mind's a muddy stream.
We've been told Mugla is born from people's anxiety. Perhaps the proof is now before our eyes.
Kind of ironic. But we have to do something about it. If we don't, they'll never listen. We'll only ever be seen as an enemy.
I had the inn prepared. They won't let anyone in but you lot. Let's head there for now, shall we?
You lot?
All right.
All right then. What now?
Luis rightfully ought to be king.
Luis is the only one left.
Smash it all to bits!
Smash it all to bits.
everyone. I'm glad you made it back in one piece. Since you left, Luisa's following has only grown.
Have you changed? You're still the same person, aren't you?
'Tis quite a story, but it deserves explaining. I only hope you can believe us.
Alright, wait a minute. Let me get this straight.
Even she's like,
I had thought all this business with declaring yourself the prince was a well-meaning bluff. But under the deception, you were, in fact, the actual prince. Is that right?
yeah.
Still, I mean, how do you get the whole country to believe your story? Is that even possible?
Frankly, I doubt it. We've just seen firsthand how far we'll get trying to talk the people down.
Then what will you do? If this goes on?
But you're still you, yes? You came to help everyone, just like you helped me before, right?
That's right.
Yes, that's right. It'll all turn out.
Good.
I see. So, even if no one believes you, you're still determined to settle the score with Luis head on?
Even so, the gulf between us is wider than ever. The people have all but named him their champion. With so little time, a guileless appeal to the public may fall on deaf ears.
Hard luck for the honest knight. Not much room left for civil debate now that Luis is openly advocating killing his opposition. Well, that ship sailed when the king's magic faded. Anyway, if there is a key to turning the tide, first place I'd look is the castle in the sky.
Isn't there a song about that? I mean, there is. I'm not going to sing it, but there is a song about that.
You saw how violent and volatile the city folk are now, but I don't think it's as simple as fearing Luis. I've been keeping an eye on the royal capital while you were off on your jaunt through the woods. Frankly, the change in public sentiment was too sudden, unnatural. It's as if they've been collectively drained of their sanity, and if I had to guess what's causing it...
You're implying it's Luis's doing? All the eeriness in the sky. Is that because...
Don't know. But the change in the citizens is certainly odd. If something really is forcing it, that means we might still have a chance to fix it.
I hope so. Luis is doing in Red Pass, whether or not he truly desires a world run by humans, we won't know his mind until we confront him.
On the other hand, it may well be bait for a trap.
There must be something up there.
There's gotta be something up there.
Then it's settled. Head to the royal palace and put a stop to whatever Luis is cooking up. With that Skyrunner, you're the only ones who can. And we'll fight in the ways we can too. We'll make sure the whole kingdom hears that the real prince is back after all the strife he's been through.
Indeed. If you can make things better, you might just inspire everyone to remember their own hopes and dreams. Maria's been terribly patient, waiting for you and believing in you. It'd be nice to see her smile again.
Right.
Luis is behind all these disturbances, and stopping him is the only way it will help us in the approval ratings. We can source civility and rational thought will pave the way to defeating Luis. We must press on faith with that.
I'll always believe in you. We'll all do our best, so you can be a good king.
Indeed. If we win, I suppose you really will be king.
I hope so.
We're counting on you, oh king.
'Tis too late today for a grand charge, I fear. Let us take a night's rest, and on the morrow we make for the castle.
what to pick. All right then.
Good night.
Rest well.
The day of the hero draws near, which shall see the crowning of a new king. 31 days remain.
To all the people who dwell in this land,
This voice?
soon naught but 1 month will remain. On the dawn of the day of the hero, the one who has inspired the greatest faith of the people shall inherit the kingdom. I bid thee forget not these words.
Well,
Wasn't expecting to wake up to such a spectacle, but I suppose that confirms it. This is where it ends.
Luis has already fortified himself behind the palace walls. Good thing we've got a Skyrunner, or it'd already be over for us.
Or perhaps it is us he has been waiting for all this time.
However disturbing the world looks now, 'tis only a prelude to the deadland Luis strives for.
Sky looks proper hellish already. And with all the humans out there, it's no wonder everyone's losing their grip.
Well, he wanted a fair world where strength decides everything. Funny how that's indistinguishable from absolute chaos.
chaos. So much chaos today.
But it's Luis who has the most support right now. And that wasn't born of deception. He broke the nation's order, and everyone knows it.
Sure enough. That's what got Ardell and I dreaming to begin with. Figured a world where the poor and weak get trampled on was a world worth breaking. Come to think of it, what do we all stand for, really?
Hope.
Maybe hope.
A little broad, don't you think?
I don't really know what everyone's talking about, but everyone who's seen you and your friends say you're amazing. You make them really, really happy. Because, you know, you've got all the tribes in your team. Everyone's different, but you keep working together and doing great. You're so cool.
We are so cool.
A fair point. You're quite right, Maria. It is a hard thing to word, so forgive my fumbling. But perhaps it is a matter of standing for something Luis does not believe exists. We must prove that it does.
If you keep on believing in what you want, and you keep on working hard for it, it will come true.
That's right, love. I can think of plenty of people who would be much happier if they took a page from your book.
Indeed.
I see now. This is surely the essence of true magic.
Best of luck, Your Highness. After all those speeches about taking the throne, it'll be awfully irresponsible to go dying on us now.
Yeah, awfully irresponsible. It's clear victory everyone sacrifices work with to prevent that from happening. Luis is doing the royal passes to be stopped as soon as possible, such as to do it.
Right, thank you.
Well, we'd best keep an eye on the calendar. The king's deadline was the dawn of the day of the hero, so we've got until the day before. And that won't be the end of things either. Even if people come to their senses, it would amount to nothing if Luis sits upon the throne. Personally, I think we should prioritize our main objective here. I'm sure we'd get it done, but we have to make sure we have at least one day to spare before the day of the hero.
We've got a few days left, so... So Luis is hiding in the floating royal palace here. We have to stop him. I won't accept King Luis.
And I won't either. I like how the weather is just now dread. The weather is just dread. I mean that pretty much is all the weather anyway.
Let's put an end to this.
If it wasn't bad enough, we could have inclement weather called blight.
So?
Smash it all to bits.
Luis is the only one.
Okay, talk to Ornament Man in Sunshade Row for a quest, which we already have the item for.
It will be Lord Luis before too long.
Oh, now this I
Ooh. Hello. Help me. Musk.
Let's give it a shot. Let's. And right there's a labyrinth. Whoa!
Talking. What is there to be done?
Huh?
Much crap.
There we go.
Mission accomplished.
All right.
We did it!
Cheers now. Ooh.
Hello there.
That's actually quicker.
Now then.
No, I don't like that.
Now then. Now then. Good. Now then.
Does he only get that? Royal Army Recruitment Center.
Ooh. All right then.
Let's go.
With all of the bounties.
Uh-huh. That's a...
I see.
Going to...
Okay then.
Let's do it.
Oh. This place.
That's a... Going to...
Got it.
Let's do it.
Let's.
They'll face danger here.
That's a... Going to...
Let's do it. They'll face danger here.
Okay, that done. Talk to classy women in at San Elmo Street.
Alright then. Let's head there right away.
Which we have for her quest.
The world belongs to Lord Louis.
Hey, isn't... Love. If you...
Let's give it a shot.
The world belongs to Lord Louis.
Lovely, that. Hey?
The world belongs to Lord Louis.
Love, eh? What are you playing?
I don't know.
About... I appreciate...
So yeah, this will just be prep work.
Alright.
Hey? If you...
The world belongs to Lord
Alright
Louis.
then.
Gabby Mustari, Anglers Inn Square at Port Brilhaven.
Where to?
Let's go.
Humans.
Alright then.
Louise, I could see it.
Please? Crap. Now. Cheers.
Let's take a moment to prepare.
Please.
All right.
Alright then.
Talk to Denny at Dragon Site U. Netria.
Where to?
Let's go.
Hello there. That's. What will you?
Let's take a moment to prepare.
Thank you.
Let's.
Be careful. I'll see you.
Alright then.
Talk to Arrange some story at Upper Blue Sky Bridge, Altenbury Heights.
Where to?
Let's go.
What?
Let's take a moment to prepare.
That sounds right.
Alright then.
There's another one.
Just can't believe it's true. That sky looks proper angry. Think now.
Just... Just help me.
Let's give it a shot. Okay.
Alright then.
So wait, is it just there, or do I need to?
But why?
So what? Check.
Get yourself a...
It definitely seems to be.
Where to?
Let's go.
Hello there.
forgot to sell these. Don't want to sell that. Don't want to sell that.
Now then. Now then. Now then.
Ooh. Luis is the only one left, isn't he?
Oh, the Prince archetype can equip that. Interesting. Yeah, it seems that Prince archetype can equip basically anything. That works.
Luis is the only one left, isn't he?
Go to
All right.
Academia.
Let's go.
It will be Lord
Now,
Luis
where
before
was
too
I?
long.
It's all about royal archetypes.
Oh.
Pet the cat.
Here, kitty.
Oh.
I've been waiting.
There's something I wanted to point out to you. You're working the Prince archetype, the power from your very way of life has influenced even your allies. Now signs of power beyond your imagination present themselves. The power of a true hero, one who shares and supports the perspective of the sovereign, such as a royal archetype. This power come to fruition. I can still get royal archetypes. Unique to each ally. Oh shit.
I've been waiting.
Yes, samurai and something else, which I assume is maybe that. Paladin. Dark Knight Elemental Master. Which we have.
What now?
To greater heights. I've acquired a new power. A new means of protection. I've acquired a new power. A new means of protection.
Fascinating. This, all right? And of course.
To greater heights.
This, all right?
A new means of protection.
Ninja, Dragoon, and something else. So I do need Dragoon for that. Don't know when, so maybe probably the okay.
What now?
All right. All right.
Definitely want that. Maybe guard lore? Or Dodge Master might be good.
You'll come again, won't you?
So, Basilio rank 4.
It will be Lord Luis before too long.
See this guy, proper weird looking. If it's Luis who's buying it, they've got one more reason to smack him down. Scrambling around us to do us no good. The easy things will go rot. Gotta take it slow and do what we can for now. Don't worry about Vinka. He has a brotherhood even anytime soon, maybe? Something take the runner or something. Sure.
You
Serious? Oh, thanks.
Hey.
You heard what happened? That store over there got attacked too. Shopkeeper's neck was broken. Just like the others.
Just awful.
Wasn't that the shop selling dirt igniters under the table? Maybe someone got an axe to grind. They say Papyrus is behind it. Real helpful man too. Going by the hinges, maybe he really is a monster. What? Not a murder. This place gets more laws by the day. Erg. Erg, it hurts. That's Vinka.
Vinka!
What's wrong? Is it the Wootens?
Hey!
Oi! Take it easy, come on! You don't have a license for that! Basilio, what? Don't tell me you're worried about me. You're just like Fidelio. Always coming to check on me when I had it hard. Even I just eaten something I shouldn't have. That's all it says, yeah?
Damn.
You're just food poisoning. It's your stomach that'll be hurting. I'm not kidding anymore, Vinka. I'm not gonna fall further for that, obvious. Get you to church. One of my healers ought to have some fix for the pain at least. Not set fit in a damn church. Take the herbs.
Well then.
Well, you two knows. My time to die, nothing more. You're
hate
not gonna die. I'm sick of this, mate. I'm sick of not being able to see it to people I care about. Don't tell me you're gonna die. You're gonna stay alive so we can stop being stupid together. Fine. I'll go see your churchman later, though. Got some business to take care of. Kind of business.
About that. Hey.
Is that important then? It pays for it to be something good, yeah? Do it all. Let's get squared away. Yeah, I suppose you two might be able to help. Then it make me a bit prepare. Come see me again later, alright?
I swear.
Don't just say that and run off. It's a promise, alright?
I'm sorry.
Sorry for dragging you into this job of Vinkus without asking. If Del were here, I'm sure he'd rake me over the coals for that one. It's very like you.
Hey.
Can't tell if that's a compliment. Thanks if it is, though. Glad I had you here, else Vinka would have probably given me the runaround again. You're real in yourself, you know. Not many would have stuck with me this far. Thanks.
We ain't even family. Let's head back.
Once Vinka's done his preparations in, be counting you again. Don't really need to do that. Katharina rank 7.
Hey!
Yep.
Please.
It's okay.
One in on the...
Really?
Just between... Just...
All very...
Hey! 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 Hey!
All right then. Where to?
Where's the,
Let's go.
If Louise
Fancy
wins the crown, what will become of us?
Hey!
One... Can make... One in...
Just bet...
Can make... One in... One in on the...
All right then. Where to?
Let's go.
just gonna buy all the information now, before I forget.
Can't see a fancy shit. Come again.
All right then. Where to?
Let's go.
Alright then. Go.
Guess there's nothing to be done about it.
What more can I do?
No harm.
Hey,
No harm. Keep this.
what more can I do?
Alright.
Right. Now. Kafrina rank 7.
But
Wait, you?
Is that you? Well, something different, but still see him. I'm losing it. Sorry about that, you surprised me. But hey, just the guy I wanted to see. Been thinking a lot about what happened last time. Heard about the wall, saw. Got to hear a ramble. Yes.
Thank you so
Do ya?
much.
What a champ. Not talked big before, but I've done not much anything. Don't really know what to do if I'm honest.
You know something?
Let's just thinking back to what Manny else said about finding proper jobs. He's right about that at least. Honest work with detail, honest lives, and more importantly, food on the table. That's right. But that's where I hit a dead end. What jobs could Papyrus even, like us, even qualify for?
Yeah?
Well, not every day you see Katarina here in Altabury.
Huh?
You know, curious. You gather people up for work these parts.
No.
Nah, I'm done doing that. Got a steady gig at a huge furniture shop. Young man who runs the place is taking a liking to me. Yeah, come out with some new products. And finding new help. Built with all those guys I saw in the carriage the other day.
I'm so glad.
Well, ain't that just brilliant? I'm over the bid for you. That's all thanks to you, you know. Well, it's only nice to Papyrus because apparently he saved his life a long ways back. He's got wooden mountains and some bear didn't much appreciate it. Started running for his life when you swooped in and took it down. Says he knows most of his Papyrus are good folks, so he doesn't mind giving us work. That's wonderful. Fantastic, even. That said, he's probably got one guy on a long list of people you've helped, right, Katrina? Goes round, comes round. If you ever a pinch, come straight to us here. Thanks. Tell all the lads I said hello.
I see it clear
Land
as
and
day.
others, huh? Wasn't in my nature before, but some stuff even I can't do alone.
Right
One
then.
person making waves might not amount much, but when everyone's getting stuck in, the world's going to change. I know it. You're right.
Yeah.
Looking at it that way, so I appreciate every day for what you can do with it. Thanks, though. Been there for me. You know, you never really had the time, but you covered some anyway. And you know what? That's why you deserve a king will. I don't level the world you create.
You're the ace in our deck, you know.
Now Katharina will come to dungeons with us. Because she can.
Let's talk shop.
Something's dawning on me. Not sure how to put words on it, but people find work through connections, right? They kind of make themselves sound like a good fit for that kind of work. Guess what I'm saying is, it's not such a bad thing. Take for me for us, it's pretty delicious. You know that about me? I sure did.
Certainly.
I'm shameless too. Not done asking for your help, but a long shot.
See you in a bit.
So anyway, I'm going to be putting out their work in. So don't be a stranger.
The day of the hero draws near, which shall see the crowning of a new king. 30 days remain.
Oh.
Have a look.
And some more items for us.
Got it?
I speak.
Golden Goblet Runner.
Shall we?
Smash it all to bits.
Alright then. Go.
And start traveling to Manor of the Ascendant.
preparations are now.
Ah, danger.
What lurks below?
A village.
Ah,
Here we are then.
Let's see.
That's that then.
oh, I don't like that.
Looking to take a break?
There is much to see.
This is the place.
I think we have a favor to do there.
Well, no place for ruins. Future Paul untold riches. And building some of that terrific, surely leave other terrific stuff behind.
Let us avoid risk.
It's your call.
Let's be off.
The gauntlet runner strides towards ruins, long bereft of their masters. Heavenly treasures surely slumber.
Probably do this dungeon and probably wrap up here. I'll try and see if I can figure out the issues. I don't think I can.
What to pick?
But I will certainly try. Junior rank 6.
Hey.
What's the matter?
You know.
Let's go.
Huh?
Yeah, okay. Well, can you leave for room for a second? You come back right back in a sec. She mentioned I'm going to ask the others to step back for a bit. I only want you to see, so make sure you come in alone, okay?
Hey.
You there? You're alone, right? Mind your step. She's so small.
Wait.
Close your eyes for a second. Yeah, you can open your eyes now. Well, you saw that, didn't you? I can explain, but not here. Let's speak in private. Well, that was mortifying. Thought I'd die of embarrassment. Was that you?
Hold on.
Naturally.
Of course, who else could it have been? That's what I truly look like. The entire Nydia tribe disguises themselves.
The truth
The
is...
things people say about us, some of it's true. We really do have to conceal our true selves to find beautiful masks, so to speak. Like small children to you. The way we look that way our whole lives. The other tribes would never take our true selves seriously. That's the Nydia's truth. That's why I started transforming as soon as we're old enough. Parents are the only ones who know what we really look like. It's limited, mind you. We don't glamour ourselves to appear as we would as adults, which is the only way we can lead our normal lives.
In other words...
I'm sure members of our own tribes have true selves. As far as you're concerned, you really, really must keep this a secret. It's never felt right to me disguising ourselves. Is being myself really so horrible? Is it so wrong? I mean, that's my more glamorous feed, but I get terribly upset by something. Like when I saw those Erica flowers.
You know...
Before I was taken up by Rel's family, I was a slave. And it's hard, though I remember it's a vague. What I do remember is being tied up in the woods for days on end. Some kind of punishment, starving in the cold, except that I would die there. Fate of fate is took alive, I sang. I told myself as long as I can sing, I can survive. I found the will to live in a song. There were fields of Erica flowers, as far as I could see, beautiful and bitter, the hate of a waking nightmare. That's what the flower girl Bright River was selling. Terrible memories I thought I'd learned burning came bubbling up, and I reverted. You remember? I think her tears must have seen me slip too, why she knows how to threaten me with them. I think what I need to do is go pick some Erica flowers, go back to where I was tied up, and yet even the thought freezes me in my tracks. That's why I wanted you to see my true self. Yet for you to come find out later instead of running home in embarrassment. I couldn't bear that. So, your turn to talk. What'd you think? You were cute.
Got it.
That is apparently the right answer.
Wait.
What? Stop that. I mean, I know I asked, but don't say that. God, I'm dying here. That's me basically if I say to a girl that they're cute. Oh, God, this is the worst. I do feel better now than I thought I would. It's okay for people to discover I have vulnerabilities, isn't it? I am who I am.
You're...
glad that I knew you'd accept me for that, so, thank you.
She. Now, a new
And we get the Persona Master! Persona! Let's head to the Eric Florida Forest next time, but if I end up referring, don't abandon me, okay? I don't plan to.
Cutting through the skies, the gauntlet runner reaches the manor of the Ascendant Ruins. Land once sent skyward by Oceania's unusual flow of magla. According to legend, those who could freely fly the skies came to refer to themselves as celestial beings, taking their seat here to govern from on high. But pride comes before the fall, and God was so enraged that every last one perished. Oh, to set foot in a place even history chooses to forget.
Now then.
So this is where Brittany's hiding, huh? Heard a bit of chatter about this one. Said his life for 100 years. They lived for so long and amassed a substantial amount of magla. That's for a formidable opponent. Rumors that this plagues, it spreads plague and famine. Best not on this whole situation as expediently as possible. That plague's freaking business. It's not just superstition, isn't it? Because if it isn't, I feel so damn sorry for all of us. I attack someone.
But
Indeed, this piece goes through a most grievous threat to the locals should be dispatched with great haste. Agreed. Provide them further distractions, countries subtly and laying our enemy low.
Let's go.
Right, let's focus on task at hand and get it done.
what now?
I sass the. All right.
I'm kept up.
I'll always aim higher.
Something else is a question mark? Don't know what else it could be, maybe.
I sass the. All right.
I've learned a new skill.
All right.
Just wondering if it's worth it to... Because it's very rare I have multiple enemies. But it is good to have it. I guess.
Okay then. Let's go.
Okay, so that's something I do have to be aware of.
Nice! I bet we'll find a use for that.
I see the enemy.
Great find. Keep it.
Well, I've got a feeling that those are like teleporters.
There they are.
Forward!
I had more.
So they have to be careful of the pots that explode.
I see the enemy. There they are.
Let's push through! Alright, how's that?
I can feel greater power within.
Right there. Time for some close combat.
Count on you.
Wait. Get the blue thing. Get the blue thing. Yeah, so this seems to be another one of these dungeons where I do have to be aware of.
Nice! I bet we'll find a use for that.
The secret passages. Yeah, this is gonna be one of those dungeons. So it's gonna be tricky to know where to go. I rolled.
There they are.
Forward!
Time for some close combat.
Incredible! This power feels stronger still.
Right there.
Let's push through!
I can feel greater power within.
Cat, come on!
Very impressive.
There they are.
I knew you could do it.
Cat, let's push
I
through!
can feel my power growing.
Spotted. We must be vigilant.
Yeah, this seems to be over here.
Right there.
Come on! Let's push through!
You found something. Let's take it with us.
There they are.
Alright, how's
I
that?
can feel greater power within.
No. Looks like they found us.
If you see use for it, I say take it with you.
Yeah, this is, I have a feeling because there's teleporters. It's gonna be one of those dungeons where there's teleporters. It's gonna be annoying to figure out where to go. Call it a hunch. And the fact that we've seen teleporters in this place. It's like, not much of a hunch. Yeah, it's gonna be one of those.
Forward! Power can be so intoxicating.
I have no idea. Yeah, maybe I need to go. The only way I can think of is back to where I came. Yep, I was right. It was this way. You have to be aware of the hidden passages.
Right there.
Nice find. Looks like it could be useful.
I see the enemy. Right there.
This is our chance. I'll take it forward in no time. I won't hold back. By this power. Win!
I can do this. I shall purify you.
Yupa hit their weakness.
Don't.
I'll show you.
That worked.
Looks like that's all of them. Great job, everybody.
There's no way I'm
Ever
stopping.
greater heights. I have retained my edge.
I knew I could do it.
There are some
There
enemies.
they are.
Stay sharp.
Draw steel. We are spotted.
Such an elegant fighter.
Oh gee, I wonder what this does. Yep, here it is. Ha, the teleporters. Oh boy. A dungeon with teleporters. Great. Fantastic.
Incoming.
Come on. This has to work. I'll protect all of us.
Soul Hacker. Burn.
You hit their weakness. That's your opening,
Devil
Captain.
Summoner. Cerberus.
Yeah. Yupa hit their
I'll show
weakness.
you. Raging fire.
You hit their weakness. Don't let us down, Juna.
Soul Hacker. Fire.
I can do this. Cerberus.
Yeah.
What a finale! Keep your energy up,
A
everyone!
halfway decent result.
I'll strive for greater heights.
I'm better and stronger.
Whew. That should do it.
There they are.
Very impressive.
I see the end. How's that?
Yeah, so that's where I came from.
There they are.
On your toes, everyone!
I can feel greater power within.
Right there.
Looks like we're safe for now.
Gold chest.
This looks valuable.
Absolutely marvelous.
This is amazing.
I can't believe it!
So that seems to lead to effectively the same area.
Ready?
Okay, so that's actually the save point. So actually, we don't need to do that.
That's surely right.
So it's the one north of everything. I think I think that's all we need. Okay, never mind.
What now?
Okay, so actually boosts.
What now?
Let's see if.
Yep. Hey,
Let's go. Oh, that's a big bird.
Wow.
So this is the party, eh? Gets kind of like a bird. A lot more intimidated though. Inside the locals to justify it seems. This creature appeared in disguise over said it caused quite a panic though. This one seems to be a most temperamental state which bodes ill for us. All too true now, love. Let's get our hands on straight and get on with it, yeah? And it's still just a bird at the end of the day, but good well off for a while off this one.
Got it?
Indeed. Let's stay focused until it's dead, or will be its next meal. Your cows, get ready.
they're weak to ice. Let's stop them cold.
Soul Hacker! No.
They're totally fireproof. We
Let's
better
go.
use something else.
Wind!
Take my fullest power.
Jack Frost! General! Something new!
Vitus power! Scour!
You hit their weakness! That's your opening, Captain! Jack Frost!
Ow.
I know what you're thinking. Yupa's guard is down. I call upon a royal soul.
No need to rush this.
This is just what I need. General!
Freeze!
Right in their weak spot. Beat him down, Basilio.
Win!
Oh, souls of kings, give me strength. Yupa hit their weakness. Master! Sorry, my mistake.
You better be ready. This'll be cold.
Let's go!
Still up?
Darn.
So annoying.
Basilio, nice dodge. Yupa's guard is down. I can do this. Jack Frost!
And you're dead.
I've done it!
I shall rise to the occasion.
Ha! I have never known such a...
Excellent. I've grown...
Tremble before me!
Does it seem that I've grown stronger?
I'm better and stronger. I learned a new ability.
Okay, good. Phew, how summer did it, everyone. I don't really believe that it was alive for 100 years, because you got to be real old to get that stubborn. It's gonna can't do any more harm.
Now.
Don't tell me.
No, not this time. I know, look, please tell me you're not thinking of taking those things meat back with us, right? It was Basilio who suggested we make a meal of it. I bet we could eat good, he said. I remember quite clearly, I assure you. Yeah, but look at him now. I can tell that meat is still for his shoe leather. It's alive for centuries, right? What shows? What a jaw to enjoy that.
Oh.
Even Basilio's except for cooking techniques, there are some ingredients that rest discard it. Come now, that reaction is a bit much, don't you think? One day, Hulkenberg, you'll get to know him.
Let's go back.
Yeah, I'll go grab some proper food after we head back.
In that case.
Right?
Oh, hey, Vivi. How's it going, man? So yeah, we did that. So we'll go back to time.
Hey.
Back to time.
Okay then. Got it.
And we get to turn in our bounty. See him old, see him old. Good, good, good. Well, is it good? I don't know if it is good. I think it is good.
Speak.
We're pretty much at the end game of here in Metaphor. We've basically got 29 days left until...
And so...
I seem quiet. Weird. Okay, let me turn me up and turn game down. How's that? Is that any better? But yeah, no, I'm doing good. Apart from that, you know me. Getting through this game. It's been fun so far. It's, you know.
The day of the hero draws near, which shall see.
I don't know how to compare it in terms of like Persona 5 or something like that, but I don't want to compare it to that, but certainly the only thing I have comparisons to
We ought to proceed
in
with
terms of
caution.
it, because it's an Atlas RPG.
Truth is,
So that I don't know. So we turn in our bounty.
Alright then.
Like, I've enjoyed it because it's like, it has a job system and it has like, it's definitely more, it's definitely like, I guess Persona Light, but I don't like comparing it to Persona because it, you know, it's a different game. It's hard to tell.
Thanks, mate.
It's definitely probably like, the thing is, it definitely is worthy of like the praise it's gotten. And it probably is my RPG of the year, but I don't know, something doesn't feel...
Alright.
I don't know, it's hard to tell, it's hard to explain it. Well, I guess my one nitpick about this game is the side dungeons are all very like similar in terms of like their layout and stuff like that, and like things like that. It's hard to explain it.
That's enough out of you, yeah?
Alright then. Let's go.
So I'm not going to explain it because it's just like, how do I explain this?
Now then.
But no, overall it has been fun.
Now then.
It's just been a bit weird. To like explain it how I explain it to anybody else.
Understood.
Now then.
You never heard of the game Metaphor? It's been like, you know, it's been it's definitely been talked about quite a lot. So I'm surprised you hadn't heard of it. Not in a bad way, it's just, you know, maybe it's just you sort of the type of person that keeps that doesn't really... You're too much out of the game. Do I sound better now, by the way, baby? Because I have turned me up and game down, so maybe that helps a wee bit. Maybe, hopefully. Sound issues have been my eternal problem. Been a rough year? Oh, well, I'm sorry to hear that, baby. Hopefully things are looking up on the up and up.
Now then.
Because, you know, don't like hearing about things that are going bad. Do we have enough? Didn't check.
Hello there.
But yeah, no, I've been, you know me, I just keep going playing different RPGs. We've got a big event coming up in a few weeks, and then another big announcement in December. So, a few things coming up to look forward to. It's gonna be fun to talk about those whenever we talk about those. Oh gosh! Oh Vivi, holy shit, man. I'm so sorry, man. Well, thoughts and prayers, man, sent out that way. Yeah, holy mackerel. That, yeah. I'm sure, as, you know, as somebody who has experienced grief himself over, well, 2 years back whenever I lost my dad. It's not the same, but I can definitely relate. There is a healing process with grief, that, you know, and everyone does it in their own way. And, you know, if you ever need anything, or like anyone to talk to, or just want to be here just to chill and lurk, I'm here. I'll be about if needed or required.
Truth is,
Yeah, Basilio rank 5. Yeah, that you know, one of the things I do this is one of the reasons I do this is because I want to have people come in and be like, hey, just to chill and take the mind off things a wee bit. Because the world is shit right now. Let's just put it that way. If I can provide a little bit of light, then I've done my job. See the sky? Proper weird looking. Rough it, yeah. Yeah, it's been an interesting few months in terms of news, but anyway, we'll not dwell too much about it. We'll just try and take each day as it goes and try and build our own lives and be... There's a word I'm thinking of. I can't think of the word. Content? I guess that's not really the word. There's a word, I can't think of the word.
hey. Thanks.
But it's just, I guess it's just maybe survival? It's probably the best word to describe it.
Hey.
Right, rare to help. What's wrong? You look rough, mate.
No?
Everyone looks rough under the sky at this. Let's get on with the job details, eh? You know, Night Prowler, Shady Club, some types have been using the place to make under-the-table deals for igniters. It's a merchant, fat cat was pulling the strings, of course. Rich as a king and fond of a drink or 10. If you catch me, made a fortune to sell igniters on the black market. So right when he's leaving the club, riding high off on his latest deal, that's when I came up behind and snapped his neck. Going for the neck, huh? Wait, no, hold on. You're just gonna kill him. The hell are you thinking? What am I thinking? Just as well as I, don't you, Basilio? Someone's got to kill people like him. And right now, that's me.
No way.
Oi, don't tell me. You don't have a license for that. Vinka's behind them. You were the one behind those murders. I was. I killed them all. Vinka, why would you? After you two ran, the experiments just got worse. Told us couldn't afford to risk us running away. Had to wear us out properly. Friends made corpses day after day. Endless pain hour after hour. And still they told us we ought to be thankful. Said, at least you pieces of shit can be useful somehow. They tossed me down a chasm the corpses too. But I survived. A power growing inside me. The power to tend the sons of bitches living large and their igniter-born prophets limb from bloody limb. Sounds like fate, don't it? What you of all people understand, Basilio? Trying to make the whole world a better place. That's not the best way of doing it. You're right to hate him, mate, but you can't support this.
Listen. No.
I can't be part of this.
Why?
You son of a... You're the first to make it out, and look at you, dressed up from your high goddamn society. Where'd you come from, huh? Where's your family? If Fidelio alive, I know he'd...
Vinka!
Hey, Vinka. Get away from me. Don't you ever show your face to me again. No family of mine. You're nothing to me. Well, that didn't work. What the hell did I do? I get how he feels, I do. So much that it hurts, but murder is murder. I want to say it in Scottish, but because Basilio doesn't have a Scottish accent, I can't do it. Ah, damn it. None of this makes any goddamn sense anymore. If they were here, he'd tell me what to do. You just help him kill.
Well then.
Are you considering helping him kill?
No.
If he asked me a couple of years back, I'd probably do it. After everything he did to me and Dell. All the times when he died as much as he does. No. Still, I can't just go around the city killing everyone I want. That's wrong, innit? Innit? Bottle of water. What did I do? Finkel's not backing down from this, I can tell. Hey, what would you... No, never mind. You're not Dell. Can't ask you to tell me what to do. Got my own answer for think of. You stand with me, yeah? When the time comes, I'll be counting on you. Because this was all this conflict and this firm trusted me. So that should be rank 5. Yep. And Berserker lineage to 3. Sweet. Give us some time to think, eh? For today, let's just go back. Alright. We have absolutely overran because of that. And because of the dungeon. So let's do a save. And I will be back, all being well, on Friday. Just trying to think of what day it was today. It's like, is it Wednesday? What day is it? Let's see who's on. And I'll see if I can fix sound issues and computer issues. Because we had a wee bit of a computer restart today, so I'm trying to figure that out. Been dealing with that issue lately. We'll read Megan. And yeah. I'll see you all soon.